Hi! Hey Oracle, hey Fungi, how you guys doing? What you been up to? Hello, hello, hello. So, I may have made a mistake. I may have made a mistake and I varnished this model. It is in fact the figure that you got us, Fungi. I varnished this model and I regret my choices. Hang on, let me adjust the focus. I regret my choices because you can't really see it on the camera. But there is a bit of like a cloudiness to it now, so I need to go over and repaint a bunch of stuff. But yeah, it's fine. We can do that fairly easily. Hey Char, how you doing? How are you doing? It's lovely to see you as well. Okay, so I would like to get this guy finished today, in all honesty. So, we are just gonna jump right into it. We are just gonna jump right into it. I've got a couple of things planned. A couple of little things planned for how I want to see this guy done. So we've got the helmet, the power pack, the base, and the actual miniature here. So, things. What do I want to start with? I think what we'll do is we will just get this out of the way very quickly because it won't take long. And we're just going to go into all of the dark areas of the model with some Black Legion. Like, these are things like the bodysuit under it. Because unlike the rest of the Thousand Suns, this guy is not a dusty boy because he's a sorcerer. And the sorcerers are the only ones that are, like, not stuff. Hey, Phantom. You can't bonker. I'm too small. Lol. Wow. Hey, Char. How you doing? How is stuff? I'm okay. Suffer, small bean. I'm not a rodent. Fuck you. You paint Skaven once, and then everyone's like, it's a rat. No. You're a rat. So we're just getting in under the, to get the little bolt pistol underneath here. I don't know if you can even see what I'm doing. I don't even know if anyone's going to see this when the model is finished, but it's done. And we're trying to get, like, the little, the power cables on the suit here. I hope you guys can see it. Bits like that, basically, is what I'm trying to do. Basically, the unimportant stuff that no one actually cares about. No one's even gonna see it. But it's there, and so if I don't paint it, I'll annoy myself. So we're just kind of going in with Contrast Black Legion. Because it works really effectively. And we don't really have to worry about stuff. It just goes where we want it to. It does the thing we want it to do. And can we ask for anything more, really? There's still a lot that I want to do on this guy. In all honesty. Like, there's still a lot. But I feel like we can get him done today. But yes, we are suffering because we're going to have to repaint a lot of the things we did last week. You must make a medic in Fallout. In Fallout? How do you make a medic in Fallout? Which Fallout? How does that work? Because I thought Fallout was a single-player game. Or are you promoting someone to being like an NPC to being a medic so they can help you? Or are you being a medic so you can heal yourself more effectively? How does it work? I know nothing about Fallout. I know absolutely nothing about Fallout. Fallout 4? I like played a little bit of Fallout 4, but then I got bored and lost and was just like, no, I seeps with this. Like it started out with a really strong plot, and then it just throws you into a world that just spends its time sidetracking you from that plot. And for me, that's not really a good way of pulling me into a world. I want my story, and I understand that there's got to be side quests along the way and all, but like they just seem to diverge so much from what I feel like we're actually supposed to be doing. It just kind of pulled me out of the world a little bit. Then again, I suppose going from one time period to another is also kind of jarring. It had some good ideas though. I don't dislike it. I just feel like it wasn't really for me. But yeah, especially on the back, you can kind of see some of the clouding a lot easier. It's really annoying. Fortunately, it's not too bad, but it's bad enough that it bothers me. So we're just going to go over some bits. Okay, I think that's all the bits we hadn't done before. There's a hair on here. Let me get rid of that. Hairs on miniatures are like the most annoying thing. No, shit. Accidentally getting a wet brush on my stuff. Okay, so what's the plan? What's the plan? Well, first of all, we don't need this anymore, so we can go away for now. Hey, Kata-chan! The Fallout War game. It's Bethesda. You gotta do a million side quests. Yeah, fuck that. I like Fallout Power. I also like Fallout Power Armor. And the plan is shenanigans. Maybe. But first, we're gonna get some things sorted. I'm gonna go over the blue now. I'm gonna start with the same dark blue, which will deepen down a lot of our shades from before. So we're just 50-50 mixing this with contrast, speed paint medium, as we did last time. Only this time we're actually using it like a proper wash. Like we're kind of just thinning this ink to use it as a wash for the recesses. I like doing the whole ink plus medium kind of thing. I feel like it's a really nice way of getting very strong, vivid pigments. It's just a bit too much on that brush. But we're just gonna kind of glaze up. And you see where it's all bright underneath? That's what I need to target. But because we're trying to glaze upwards, we should have the model this way, that we're pulling the paint towards us. And then we're just going to wet blend that with a wet brush. Nice and easy. And we're going to go in with another coating. We want to improve the tonal contrast. I don't know just how much of that is showing up, but to me it looks significantly better. And I'm just gonna do a quick recess shade in the joint here. Again, we're gonna do the same thing here. once again, just gonna pull that up. It's a very nice, vivid blue, this. I really like it. It feels very Zinch blue. And that works. Though that does take a little bit longer. I think I'm using a slightly thinner mix than I did last time. Yeah, you can see the way it's peeling away. It's definitely a much thinner mixture. Okay. That's fine. I think that works. We're just gonna quickly... Like, we know what we're doing, and we're kind of really just at that point where... Even though we're having to go over a lot of stuff we've already done, it's mostly just... touching up, more than anything. Major, hi! Hi, how are you doing? I'm not sus, you're sus. Why am I sus? What makes you think that I'm sus? I'm just here painting my miniatures. There's nothing sus about this. Wow. Seuss. Lol. Fair. You just wanted to say sus? Okay. Man, this is gonna take a little while. Actually, I don't think it's gonna take as long as I worry it will. I keep like flip-flopping as to whether or not I'm concerned by the time this is gonna take. I don't think it's gonna be too bad, honestly. But it's gonna take longer than I'd like it to. That's a fact. Because I'd rather not have to go over all of this stuff before. So I already did some off-stream cleaning up. And I'm a little bit annoyed that, like, at this stage, because of something I did today, just to seal all the paint in, it's caused this problem. Don't use rattle can varnish, chat. It's a bad time. It's not nearly as much of a problem for the yellows, though, because they're already quite bright. Demi, I am on shrimp pizza. What? You have pizza? Nice. I have no pizza. Big sad. I say that, I just had a really nice roast that Pink made. We had a lovely roast chimkin. It was delicious. It was delicious. Hmm. Hey, Metal, how you doing? Okay, what's next? I'm just going over these bits here. Hmm. Please bonk me if I go off stream, chat. I don't mean to. I know it happens sometimes while I paint. I just have a tendency to lean places. And then I end up off stream by mistake. Ah! I am on stream! Wow, oh. You have to paint Vulcan, no relation. Heston, lol. Nice. I see the cop act. Give me 1 second. I will take a look at it in but a momento. I will take a look at it now. The AMG GT3 Evo is Stuttgart's weapon of the new LMG T3 era. It takes the brutal road-going AMG GT and strips it for war. Wider body, massive aero, and homologated safety cage. At its heart sits the legendary 6.2-litre naturally aspirated V8 M159, a dinosaur in today's turbo world, but one of the best-sounding GT engines ever. BOP rules peg power at about 550 to 600 horsepower, yet the raw voice of that V8 still steals the show. Playing along with us today. Nice. Some dwarven steampunk stuff. Hell yeah. The torque figure sits at around 650 Newton meters, sent straight to the rear wheels through a 6-speed sequential Hewland gearbox. Operated by paddles, weighing at about 1,280 kilograms, the AMG GT3 is known for both muscle and stamina, winning Spa 24-hour, Nuremberg 24-hour, and countless IMSA races. Now, with LMGT3 rules replacing GTE, this beast brings thunder to Le Mans, loud, angry, and unmistakably AMG. No relation, my brother is the master of mankind. This is literally his gene father. Lol. Vulcan is technically a Terran, and that's 102% with a 2% margin. White before radiation. Lol. What? You posted sounds in cool shit. Okay. That's a lot of ads and I can't skip that. Why? Why? No sounds because ads. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing, chat? I need to go back. It's all of this bodywork. Once the bodywork is done, we won't be in too bad a spot. Fortunately, a lot of it is still kind of the right color mostly. And we have a secret weapon to speed this up, the highlighting stage up. I say secret, it's not that secret. It's these tiny little nail art brushes. Look at them. They're so small. They're like little sponges. They're like the tiniest sponges. They're going to be great for what I plan to do with these. Okay, this bit. I don't like how much of that was made a bit paler and sort of off color by the thing. Okay. Ah, I've been bonked. I've been bonked. Oracle, hi! Should be posted now. Okay. Okay, let's have a listen. Hopefully it's not too loud for chat.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
What's going on? It didn't work. You posted the wrong video. Lol. Man, today's cough act is cursed, I swear. Lol. That's a little bit funny. A little bit funny. Cursed cough act today, chat. Jesus Christ, that looks awful. Just with the sheer amount of clouding the varnish has put on this. Just me. Man, I don't think I'm ever using Munitorum varnish again. This has been an awful experience. But it does work quite well as far as colors to like put my other paint colors over. It does work for like creating a canvas that I can easily put other colors over. I will give it that. Okay, just get that through there. Okay, Major. Ah! There is no rush. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. God, I love the vibrancy of this ink. I hope it comes through really well on camera. I am gonna have to go over and do a lot of recoloring on this. But I hope it won't take too long. And with how thin this blue ink is, it kind of works like a very nice contrast paint. Okay. That's that bit done. We're almost done with the body, thankfully. I've got this arm to do, then I've got this section here. And the last thing left for me to do is going to be the shoulder pad stripes after I get this arm done. We're just going over, so this section of just going over with the inks is nearly done. Ah! I've just found another bit in black that I need to go over on the underside of this hand. Okay, what am I looking at? Almost. Got a slot for army paint now. Lol. I have been bonked. Flat varnish through your airbrush. Yeah, I know. But it's too late now. It's too late now. I hate using my airbrush though. I do have varnish. I might use it on the through the airbrush later. But I just don't like using my airbrush. It always clogs and it's always such a chore to clean out. And I'm just like, bruh, I don't have time most of the time. But then again, this is probably what I get for using a shitty cheap airbrush. But like, good airbrushes are really expensive. Wow. So once this is done, we're gonna do a little sponge highlight. On some bits. Not all of it, just some parts. But yeah, that kind of works. You see a swear in French. Wait, what? I hate by ordering my on Discord even though I pay monthly sub. Wait, I thought it was unlimited for Prime sub. I mean, not for Prime subs, for Nitro. Oh, but they've got Nitro Plus now as well. They've got like different tiers on Nitro. It's fucking cringe. Quickly just do fill in. These bits. Okay. There's a hair on here. It's really annoying me. Okay. And now the face. And then we should be mostly done with the blue, save for the highlights I need to add. But the highlights will be quite quick, I believe. Man, I really like this blue. It's a very nice blue. Hotel doesn't know how to read or didn't see it. Wait, what? I did see the swear in airbrush, but the swear in airbrush, the swear in French. I just didn't know how to read it. Espèce de ranger parisien. What does that mean? You take Tamiya airbrush cleaner and slap that in your cheap airbrush. Okay. I kind of like AK. AK have some really nice stuff. Like, I like AK fluorescence. For example, most of what I'm using is going to be AK fluorescence later. When we get to that point tonight. Okay, the last stripy stripes. I did buy some. I suppose part of it is like I don't have very expensive airbrush cleaner as well. I just bought stuff off on Amazon because I thought it would be effective. Because the reviews said it was good. I am probably a little bit silly like that. But I figured airbrush cleaner is airbrush cleaner, right? It's just cleaning products. Is it really going to be that bad? But apparently so. Apparently it is awful. So, yeah. Cool. Right. Now with that bit done, you needed to spell more French in the future. It brings me happiness to hear your beloved. It means you Parisian rodent. Does that actually sound right? Does it not just sound like I'm butchering your language? I feel like it does. Espèce de rangeur parisien. I don't. Is that how you're meant to pronounce it? Also, I've just realized my camera is in the way of my tracker, which is less than ideal. What? Oh, hang on. Let me move these. Moving the things. Okay.
Not.
Wow. I don't know how it doesn't sound like I'm just butchering your native language. I feel like that's all I'm doing when I try and pronounce things, because it's very British when I try and pronounce other languages. Ah! Tamiya is a really strong one. It's basically like plastic glue. Oh. I do like Tamiya's shit though. How you doing, Callus? We made the mistake of varnishing this guy. So we have to go over it a bit with a bunch of different things to get it to look how it did before. I had shit varnish and from a Rattle Clan, and that's never happening again. But yeah, how you doing? Lovely to see you as always. I hope that you've been well. Oh, I just realized. I forgot a thing. And Kata-chan is teaching me how to swear in French, which is great. I hope that you've been well. You love British accent when you talk French. I'm not a rat! Fuck you! What? You paint Skaven one time, and then everyone's like, rat. Just because I'm cute and fluffy. It's bullshit. It's racism. Oh, shit. I am not a rat. You can't prove it. It's not true. It's impossible. It's, you imagine it's because foreign is cool and sexy. Well, understandable. Understandable. I will not deny compliments. Lol. It's only racist if you have prejudice against rats. What? It's racist against all floofy things. We are not all the same. Wow. Wow. I just missed a spot. Okay. That goes in like so. Okay, that's us. We're done with the blue, I believe, for now. I don't think there's going to be anything more we're going to need to do on it. Okay, rinse off this sponge a little bit. Okay, what's next? What's next? What's next? Very quick, very quick. I need to do that. Some cables on the power pack. And the helmet. And that one glove. It's really to see the crudest French swears turn people on. Lol. God King, hi! You kind of sad tomorrow's the last day of rehab. And while I'm glad to finally go home again, you're also sad to say goodbye to the people you've met here. Why don't you just, like, exchange contact information or socials and then just become friends, Kata-chan? I mean, Callus. Why don't you just do that? You don't have... It doesn't have to be the last time you see them. Like, if you're people you like hanging out with, be their friend. Easy. I mean, no distance can be a problem if they're from different parts of the country, but, like... Don't let it be the last time you see them if they're important to you, you know? You can always come visit them if they're still in rehab. And it's not hard for you to go to. There is always a way. Always. If you choose to find it, that is. You're from all over the country. Oh. But still, maybe they can be online friends. Maybe you can play video games and stuff. Or like, I don't know. I don't know what your rehab friends are into. But I'm sure like, where there is a will, there is a way, Callus, is all I'm saying. I believe in you. I believe in you. And besides, at least you're in the same country. Like, the rest of us are all across the world. So, you know, the chances of you getting the opportunity to hang out with them again is certainly higher than it is for, like, internet friends meeting. So, yeah. It's still rough going from beginning. I'm not ignoring you, Major, sorry. Oh! Oh, I'm so sorry. Sound clip finally, okay. I'm just a little bit into my painting, and so I'm just kind of mostly reading the text at the very bottom of chat, because it's the stuff that's the closest to the bottom, and therefore is the easiest to read when I look up. So if I'm not looking at chat while I'm painting, that's why. I'm not ignoring you, Major, I swear. It's just an accident. It's just an accident. Rat can only... Fuck you! Wah! I'm not a rat. I'm not a rat. I kind of need to use the toilet. So I'm going to quickly do that. I feel like we're making good progress, though. I also realize I need to get a coarse sponge for something I'm going to do. That is a very nice sounding engine, though. I like that. Okay, back in a sec, chat.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
have returned. Thank you for your patience. You sent me something funny. Ayo, what we got? What we got, Nurgle? Every time I edit my settings in Darktide.
Come on, you motherfucker! Ah, shit! God damn it! Same shit, different day!
Lol. That is, that's too real. I love that. Okay, what did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? The hell I'm getting in someone's hands anyway, shit face or not. Bunker while they're away. Wow. I kind of wish. There's some pretty wild drunk hookups, lol. Yeah, but how does fucking hell I'm shit-faced turn people on? I mean... Oh, I didn't know you were in rehab, Katachan. Are you working on your drinking? Oh.
Do you hear the voices too?
140h_clone_squad just followed.
Thank you so much for the follow. I hope you have a lovely time in our community. Katachan, just so you're aware, some people do consider that word a slur, so please refrain from using it. It was a long message, so I didn't want to like make you retype the whole thing. But like, yeah. Twitch's auto mod does not like that word. Banana bread. Ooh, I haven't had banana bread in ages. How are you doing, Clone Squad? You're a good bean, Katachan. You need to take better care of yourself and stop putting yourself down. You're exactly the same with your painting. You always tell you always like undersell how good you are. But you're really good at a lot of things. So, you know, be nice to yourself. Do it. Where's my medium? There's my medium. So we are just doing a very quick wash with magenta ink over all of the magenta bits. Which is like all the leather material, all of the cloak, all of that stuff. Just to make it a bit more even. Then we're going to go in with some sponge highlights. Because we need it. So it's just going to be a nice, thick, heavy coating. Because it is pure ink and it is transparent, it's going to act as a nice little filter. We might need to lay it on quite heavily in order to get the right kind of consistency though, because ink doesn't always like to apply the way we expect it to, unless it's heavily unless it's put on quite heavily, which does of course have its own which does of course have its own problems. You don't want to apply inks too heavily because then they just start to drip, and that creates its own kind of weird textures. Oh, I just realized, because I'm here now, I need to adjust the focus. You're not ruining the nice mood, Kata-chan. You're a good bean. You've not said anything weird. You don't have to go. Please, just relax. You're a good bean. You're painting traitor marines who did nothing wrong, Iron Hands and Iron Warriors. Wait, why are Iron Hands? Why are Iron Hands lumped in with them? I need to work on some Iron Warriors soon. I want to get a combat patrol finished and posted out to a competition winner. But they should be quite quick to do, hazard stripes aside. I'm still annoyed with the varnish I used here. I'm going to go in with some fluorescent magenta after this is done, and just bring it all up once this is dried. You still remember the 90s, and that the F slur was tossed around so casually, kind of boggles my mind in retrospect. Yeah, but like that's society. Like it's all about learning. It's all about learning and what's acceptable and what's not, and we all evolve together. Like we all become better versions of ourselves through dialogue. Not talking about it is not talking about it is really the problem, because then, you know, you don't have that dialogue. You don't get to understand other perspectives. And, you know, people don't necessarily mean anything bad when they say things like that. They just... What's normal and acceptable for them may not be normal and acceptable for other people. And, you know, we gotta talk about it. So that we can all grow and be better and be kinder to each other. That's how it works, right? Not confronting it and not facing it means nothing ever changes. And nothing ever changes. That's kind of... First of all, that's kind of boring. And second of all, I think it denies yourself opportunities, you know? Wow. I am nice. So some people stay with their 90s, 50s. Right now you're working on a Reaver Titan. Holy shit, that's cool as hell. Hey Phantom, how are you doing? Wow. Okay. Just gonna go in and get this done. Wow. I am being patted. What kind of colors are you doing your Reaver Titan? I don't know many of the Titan Legions, honestly. Are you doing it custom colors or a specific household? And are you doing it? Your wallet now has moths living in it. Yeah, no, I can imagine. Fucking Titans are so cool, though. Like, one day I want to have a Titan. It probably won't happen anytime soon, but one day, and when I do, it'll be so cool, and then I'll kind of probably hate myself a little bit for it. Because Titans are expensive as fuck, yo. But they're also, like, the coolest things G-Dubs makes. What? Okay. Okay, I am just... getting this bit done. Here we go, and... What? I'm being bogged. 1.5k for the full Reaver. So that's 3 times 3 for you. Oh god. That's so expensive. They are very cool. Is it a Chaos Reaver or a standard Reaver? Hey, Mimikyu! You think the morally correct version is to use third-party stuff? Yeah, but like... I'm in the UK. And all the events are like official G-Dubs events, pretty much. Except for like local small-scale tournaments. There's literally a Titan owners club in the UK, chat. I don't know how pretentious it is, but it feels like the kind of thing that would be like really pretentious, and that they're all like, oh, show me your certificate and all that shit, and I'm just like, bruh, I wouldn't join it. But I'd be curious to see what goes on in it, you know? Unless it's actually just super chill. Then, you know, that's a different deal. Okay, one last thing to do on this bit, and that is the shoulder pad. I do have yellow. I do have to correct some of the yellow bits. We will get there, chat. I just want to do the magenta first, because it's the easiest. It's just the easiest. It's the most standout bit. What? Okay. Andy! We are making progress. So before the stream, I varnished the model thinking it would be great. And then that varnish kind of made bits of the model cloud over. So I've kind of just had to go over a bunch of stuff just to make it look consistent. Which is a little bit annoying, but honestly, I was going to go over some of it anyway to do corrections. So it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world, but it has caused us to take a bit more time on things that we didn't want to take nearly as long on. But that's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's just a little bit extra time. So, my plan, chat, is very simple. We're going to go over and get all the colors we need on the things we want to have colors on. And then we are gonna do the metallics. Then we're gonna go and do some pin washing. Then we'll do some OSL with some sponge highlights. It shouldn't take too long, I don't think, because the metallics are quite simple. Because we'll use a little bit of cheeky speed paints, because I like speed paint metallics. I just like them. They look really good, and it's mostly just gold. It's mostly just gold. But let's get the yellows just gone over just a little bit. They just need to be warmed up a little bit, you know? They're just a bit too cold. Just a little bit colder than I'd like them to be. So we're just gonna go over them with a Yandan yellow, which is a very orangish yellow. And it should act like a nice little filter. Add a little bit of extra warmth to these yellows. You really wish you took a skill shot of your skill tree before the changes? Do you mean in Darktide, or are you talking a different game? I really like the new skill tree options in Darktide. I might do some unarchived Darktide if we finish this with extra time to spare, chat. I just feel like it'd be fun. I like the new skill trees. I feel like they're going to be really, really good. You did that last night, but I don't think things have changed too drastically in Darktide. I feel like there are just some new synergies available, and everything's just a bit more streamlined. I think the core class identity is there for everything. I don't think anything's changed too much, you know? Though I will say, I was kind of surprised how little early access we got for this one. Because there wasn't really much time to make content. But I guess it wasn't nearly as big a content as the last big early access they did. But I figure every time they do early access, it'll be a lot. But and I guess it was quite a lot, honestly. Like, the skill trees... Like, it's a lot more back-end kind of stuff rather than in-your-face big content update. But there's a lot more depth I think they've added to the game with it. And I'm glad that they've kind of leveled the playing field. I'm so here for new Knife Zealot. Knife Zealot is so good. And I really like Marksman Veteran. I just like how you point at stuff and then it falls over no matter what it is. It's a very nice feeling. It's a very nice feeling. And I can't wait to get my Veteran actually leveled up to max level so I can, like, actually play that build. Because that would be really, really fun. Okay. That'll do. Now, the last thing I do, before we can actually continue properly... Actually, no, it doesn't matter. I can do that after. I can do that after. Where is my bag of sponges? There's my bag of sponges. Andy! Did you see Dispatch has a release date? What's Dispatch? I am painting! I am painting all of the things. I am painting. Andy, I can't say I know what Dispatch is. Would you enlighten me? I wish to know the thing. But we're just going in with magenta, fluorescent magenta, to really bring up that vibrancy. The superhero adventure game made by the ex-Telltale devs and written by the people who did Wolf Among Us. Ooh! And Tales from the Borderlands. I loved both of those. They were the first, like, non-Walking Dead things they did that I thought were actually good. Batman games were okay as well, I guess. But I kind of don't feel like they were... They weren't nearly as emotionally involved, I feel like. I really like these sponges. They're just really nice to work with. Good old makeup sponges. Okay. Let me keep going. Okay. I'm gonna keep on getting this section done. And it's okay because it's fabric if there's a little bit of texture. Because fabric should have texture, right? It's a material. It's not like metal where it's all like smooth or glass or something like that. Ah. Another drop of paint. The reason why we're using neon pink as our highlight color here is just because it's gonna add a lot of vibrancy. And it's also kind of somewhat transparent. It's all about adding vibrancy to the sort of pink purple tones we've had before. And it's just gonna help it pop more, you know? Just like how we added the neon blues. A good time. Okay, what else actually needs? I just realized I washed that. I cleaned the brush, but there's still a little bit more. A little bit more to do. Yes. Okay, done. Next bit, next bit, next bit. It's probably going to be the base, honestly. I think I'd like to get a nice ink wash on the go for the base. Just because it's a bit brighter than I had initially wanted it to be. You like your cape? You'll take it for Night Lords. No, you should be taking people's skin if you're playing Night Lords. God. I mean, what? Hello, you're watching while building. Basically the opposite of what you're doing. Drakari, hell yeah. I fucking love the Dark Eldar. I've got an army. I haven't painted it yet. I want to get some Rattlecan color shift paint and kind of do them in this sort of like iridescent kind of metallic, like blue-green, I'm thinking. So I might get some Rattlecans because I know Green Stuff World does stuff like that. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I've built a bunch of them. I haven't built the vehicles, but like I've built a bunch of my Dark Eldar. They're very cool. Very cool. What do I want to use for the ground? I feel like I should just use black. But then it's like... No, I'm going to stick with my guns. I'm just going to use black and thin it down because we want the model to stand out a ton. So we're going to have really saturated model, really unsaturated base. But like, even if you just use one drop of carbon black and nothing but mediums, it's very difficult because carbon black is incredibly powerful as a pigment. Got some secondhand Drakari in the Harlequins when you start hearing rumors about Lady Malice getting out to the game. Got a combat patrol when it was confirmed. Nice. That combat patrol does look like a great way to bolster your Eldar with, of all forms, with some Harlequins. I do plan on picking up Lady Malice. I don't know if I'm going to get her on launch, but I do want that model just because I think it looks really nice. And for no other reason. Like, it's a really good model. I'm tempted to get the Battle Force for the Archon, but like, yes, I want the Archon. I kind of could do with most of the stuff in the Battle Force. I feel like I've got enough Cabalites, and I already have 2 Venoms. A 3rd Venom might not be too bad. But I'm not entirely sure. I don't have any Witchers, but I do have some Age of Sigmar / Fantasy Witch Elves. So I'm thinking I could use those as proxies. But Hellions are something I don't have, and Hellions have been hard to get hold of for ages. Just because Games Workshop hasn't really been making them. And yet somehow they're not, like, retired. I guess it's because they're not a very old sculpt. It just seems a bit weird. It feels like Lady Malice's the new Archon Battle Force is just kind of good to get a bit of everything. I'm probably going to get the... eventually, I'm probably going to get the new Dark Eldar Combat Patrol. Just because I don't have any Rax or a Homunculus or any of the Pain Engines. So I feel like it's just a good, hey, here's this chunk of the Dark Eldar. Though I am wondering if there's ways to kit bash other Rax, because they come with extra bits. You love Lady Malice? Yeah. Is it a mistake, though? Is it a mistake? Or is it just what you wanted? At the end of the day, no one can make you do stuff other than you. And Lady Malice is very fucking cool, let's be honest. She's one of the prettiest models I think Games Workshop has made. For a long time. I might be tempted to steal her head for something else, maybe, and just have her done up with the veil. Though they released some official artwork of Lady Malice today, and she looks like a completely different person. She looks a lot more creaturely and more monstrous in the way, like, Dark Eldar typically tends to be. But I kind of like that about her. But at the same time, it just feels a little bit weird how different the artwork is to the model. But I guess it's like they all work off the same kind of brief, and one is concept art and one is like... Whoever designed Lady Malice clearly had a crush on Shadowheart, I feel like, because she looks exactly the same. But it's cute. I like it. I'm really happy with the Lady Malice model. I don't get why some people are really upset with it, though, just because it looks kind of like pretty in a more standard way. I guess it's not what some people expect when they think of Dark Eldar. Where's my Hex Wraith? There's my Hex Wraith. You guess he spoke it into being. Yeah. Their style for the artwork is very different. Whereas the mini itself looks more like, well, yeah, it's literally, I feel like it's just Shadowheart. But I'm fine with that. I'm fine with, like, things like that. Like, an elf is an elf as far as I'm concerned. It doesn't really matter the specific flavor of elf. As long as it looks like what it's meant to be, I'm happy. And I do like pretty models. Who doesn't like pretty models, chat? I defy you to show me someone who doesn't like pretty models in their collection. I guess maybe Death Guard. I think it'd be weird if there was a pretty Death Guard thing. Speaking of Death Guard, I should really finish my Death Guard. I've had them on, like, in various states of half finished for months, and I've just not gotten around to actually finishing them. We'll get there eventually, chat. I swear. We'll get there eventually. I'm kind of trying to wet blend some of the green into the purple. Make it look like they're coming through that portal. It's fine if it's not perfect, because, like, we'll add more to it later. For now, I think that's about all we're gonna do there. Okay, what's next? What's next? What's next? I believe we're at the stage now where all we're really doing is the green and oil wash, and I mean the gold and oil wash, and like bits of like the flame and stuff, and maybe this should also be in green. I'm gonna wait until I've finished the gold. I've got a separate thing. The real question is, what color of gold do we want? I'm thinking not Aztec gold. I like speed paints. I like speed paints. So we're gonna use speed paints. I need to pick a steel as well. Speed paint metallics especially, I think, are some of my favorite paints. They're just really nice. There's not too much I need with the plain steel. I think I just want a dark steel for the few bits that need it. So I'm thinking either enchanted steel or broadsword silver. I think I like enchanted steel. Polished silver is way too bright, so I'm just going to put that back. Let's get these shaken up. It's going to be a strong one since movement no longer removes it. Stacks. That's nice. I mean, we were theory crafting that the other day. Yesterday. Yeah, no, definitely enchanted steel is the way to go for what I want. A nice dark gunmetal, but with a hint of color. But yeah, I'm super excited to get my veteran leveled. I'm super excited to get my veteran leveled. I think it'll be really fun. Really, really fun. Oh. Fuck. Seem to have missed a bit earlier. Woo. Okay. That's that bit done. is there any other bits that I just need plain steel on? I don't think there are. I think everything else is going to be gold on this guy. The real question is what kind of gold? What kind of gold indeed? I definitely want 2 tones of gold. I definitely want 2 tones of gold, chat. So you just had a what the fuck room right now. You're very confused as to why you have 1 million auto doggers. And I remembered you were selling a lot of junk that you weren't using. Nice. I don't really like Death Guard, I think, particularly because I just don't like the gross vibe. But maybe that the Death Guard got so much unique stuff compared to Wild Eater's thousands. Basically, the Death Guard got so much. Like, they were like the main bad guy of an entire edition. So whenever that happens, they always get like a very disproportionate amount of stuff. Like the Tyranids got so much. The Tyranids got so much. Like they're probably the only faction that got an equal amount of new stuff as like the Space Marines this edition, if they were even able to get that much. Okay, I want 2 very contrasting gold tones. I'm going to start with Hoplite Gold. Let's have a quick look at how that looks. That's a very medium gold. Golden Armor. I do like Golden Armor. It's a much warmer one. That could work. Horde Bronze. Oh, I do like Horde Bronze. And Glittering Loot. Ooh. I'm thinking Glittering Loot and Horde Bronze might be the winners. Horde Bronze is maybe a bit too dark. Glittering Loot is nice. I think Glittering Loot and Hoplite Gold might be the way to go. Golden Armor. Golden Armor and Hoplite Gold. Just happened to be the first 2 we picked out. The real question is which bit is going to be with which color, which sections are going to be which on the miniature. I think we'll start with the braziers and the gold on this. Because it's nice and simple. There's only a small section. They're quite large areas. So I'm thinking we use a darker gold on these little braziers here because that'll contrast with the brightness of the paint. Of the green flame. Is what I'm thinking. And it's a very warm color as well. Like, it's a very warm gold. Okay. That's that bit done for now. And these Steam Suit minis, and you finally get them side by side as how similar they are. And yeah, I get that, Demi. What am I doing? I feel like it's important that like you go for very significant tonal contrast so that things don't look too similar. It does feel a bit silly. But I feel like Enchanted Steel has a very slight blue tone to it, which makes it stand out to Broadsword Silver. That could just be me. You have to custom mix of Broadsword Silver, Horde Bronze, and Golden Armor, and Aztec Gold. Nice. When they in the Dark Imperium start box? Yeah, they were. They were. That was the 8th edition box, if I remember right. The Death Guard. But, like, all those models still stuck around, except for some reason the Lord of Contagion, which is the best model in the set. They replaced him with Lord Felthius for some reason. Who's not even a real character. Can you not just release the standalone fucking Lord of Contagion? God, I want that model. It's so cool. So we're going to go in with... We're going to leave that to dry before we do the next gold on that segment. The real question now, though, is do I want... For the silhouette, I think I want this bit to be the dark gold section. Because it'll contrast more with the brighter gold bits. Almost dipped in the wrong bit of paint. I feel like pin washing later is going to be the bit I hate the most. But it's also going to be the most satisfying because there's a lot to do, but also it'll look great when it's all done. Okay. Okay. We'll do these inside horn bits here. Not the whole horn, just these inner bits. Because we want that tonal contrast with the other gold later. Man, holding it this close is not good for the focus. Hang on. Let me adjust. But like, I think you can see what I mean. Like, there's clearly two different bits. I want these to have contrasting kind of overall colors, despite both being gold. Because you want everything to be nice and readable. Ah! What I can say, though, is I'm not looking forward to doing the Chaos trim on the body. That's gonna take ages. But for the most part, it's all gonna be one color. It'll be the same color I'm gonna do for the outer horns and the trim on this bit, on the face. So this next bit is going to be picking out the individual bits. So the shoulder pads, that trim, this trim, like most of it is all going to be that one color. We're going to do the little eagle here. And that's all going to be... I'm going to add a little cap to this bottle. What else? The scales on this cloak. Okay, what else? What else in this gold? Maybe a little scarab badge and those tassels. And probably most of the stuff, now that I think about it. Okay. Oh, fuck. Bugger. Let's wash this away with a wet brush before it dries. Fuck. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. There's nothing we can't handle. Man, that's really annoying though. Just gonna have to go over that with the magenta ink we mixed up earlier. I just have to remember to be just a little bit more careful. But that paint is now wet, so I need to wait for that to dry just a little bit more before I do anything with it. Okay. We will continue the other bit though. Okay. We're just getting the trim on the Zinch staff. Man, I keep needing to readjust the focus. Hey, Small! How you doing? How are you doing? Necro, hi! Thank you, Mattel. Sorry, I was ignoring chat for a while. I was ignoring chat for a while. I didn't mean to. I'm gonna catch up now. I'm so sorry. I was just locking in. Oh god, you want me to give the cats a treat? Events of BFM are like ain't in the timeline. It's crazy. Just yeah. And fell down the rabbit hole. Hell yeah. I like Necrons. Necrons are very cool. Very, very cool. So many new redeems since you were last here. Yeah, I mean, we've got a new model. So we set up a bunch of redeems to program directly into it. Because I just thought it would be better. And I learned how to do that. And it was nice. Okay, you want me to give the cats a treat? Okay. Catto treat time. I need to get the treats from the other room there. I'll be back in a second, chat. And then you can have cat cam with cats getting treats. Look at this creature, these creatures invading this way. Look at that. Wait, no, go. Ah, Punk, dodge the creature. There's two of them. Okay, hang on. How am I gonna do that? First of all, I need to make it so that like got a camera that's not totally zoomed in on shit. I need to make space for them to actually be here, which there is none. Okay. Matt, you got to wait. You have to wait. The void. Okay. Punk. Take these. Place them so that they each get them. I'm gonna try and film it so that like I'm gonna try and no, don't worry. It's looking at directly down at the table.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try and make it. It's literally an invasion. Cause Small wanted to feed the cats a treat.
I'm gonna get behind the camera so
Yeah, I need to hold this up so that. Man, don't step on my goddamn fucking lich guard. Wow.
Wait, okay.
All right.
Okay.
You know they can eat like loads of them. I think she still thinks I dropped them.
Or it's right in front of you, you stupid fuck.
Lol.
Nom,
But this
nom.
creature. The Eevee's literally right now. Eevee! Eevee! Kato invasion. Meow. She say. Meow. Tell Pong to play Motor Slice demo now.
I'm making fucking music.
Yeah, she's doing music shit, and I interrupted her to help feed the
Okay,
cats.
how do we get Evie on camera? Evie.
Eevee? Yeah, I mean, you can look at the wait, no, it's too dark. This camera isn't the best for
The void
this.
consumes. There you go.
The void consumes. Eevee's getting treats. You can't see her because she's too dark. But like, get fucking spotlighted. Look at this creature. Oh shit.
I'm trying to get her on the table. Yes, Haru. She's so stupid.
We love them though. They are silly creatures. Wow.
Okay, try and get my leg.
You want the song after she's finished then? Okay, Metal.
I'll try and get Evie to.
It's fine. She does. I've got the one cat on my lap now. I wonder why I've got hair on all my shit. Like, you want to give me some treats, and then I will give them to the Haru. Haru.
Evie. And I will get some to the Evie.
Yes.
You are such lucky creatures.
These are very like these are like hyper low calorie treats that they can just snack on whenever, so we don't have to worry about overfeeding them these. Okay, can I put my camera down now, cats?
No.
I feel like they've had enough treats. I would like to get back to painting. Wow. You can still give them more treats if you want. Cat butt. The treat time is the most active the cats are. Pretty much. The treat time is the most active the cats are. There's nothing else when the treats are here but cats. Thank you.
Oh, by the way, I think I'm nearly finished with the music project.
I will have a listen. Wait, right now? I will have a listen after stream. You can hear Punk. I could promote your shit on stream. Follow Punk. Give Punk a shout out, lol. Yeah, the 28mm stuff. It's a new scale. Like, I grew up with the 25mm scale. So like, I still have my sisters of battle, my metal sisters of battle, on their old bases. And I put them next to new ones, and I'm just like, bruh, these are giant. Actually giant women by comparison. I don't know how else to describe them. But it's what they are. They are literally just like a foot or two. They're like a head. They're like Space Marines to the old scale sisters. They're huge. They're absolutely huge. Small, did you enjoy the cat treat time? I hope you did. This was your doing. Wow.
Giant women? What?
Ballot Warriors are on the 25. The Incubi are on 28. You feel so weird. It'll be like giant women gets so hard I pass out. Lol. Punk do be like that sometimes. Okay, I am continuing to paint, chat. I'm no longer distracted by cats. I am continuing to paint. We are going to get this guy finished tonight, because it is coming up to 10 and I have work in the morning. I'm not super tired though, because I had a nap right before stream and dinner. I found a spot I missed earlier with the Black Legion that I'll have to go in and finish up. Hi, Haru. There are no more treats here for you, cat. I have none. Look at this scavenger. Look at her. She wants treats. The Archon gets a 32mm one. I don't like. I like the new Archon. I don't like the old Archon. Every Archon I've got for my Dark Elder, I've ended up kit bashing. I kind of want to get the new model though. I don't need it. I've got 3 Archons, but like, I like the new model. It's one of the reasons why I'm like, I would like to get the new Battle Force, but I don't feel like I need it. I'm also not entirely sure if it's gonna sell out very well. So if it's there for a while, I might pick up down the line when I've like finally got on top of my pile of shit. But no new purchases for me, I don't think. Except maybe the Crux Terminatus box. But even then, I'm not entirely sure. I'd like the Crux Terminatus box. I'd like it. But I don't need it. Which I think is one of the big issues I'm finding with a lot of Warhammer purchases right now. Is like, yeah, this is cool and all, but like, it's in a big box, and I don't really need the big box. And I'm just like, well, fuck. Because they put everything in like a FOMO box now, and it's just like, it takes like half a year since the FOMO box before it actually comes out, and I'm just like, bruh, this is such an annoying business model. Like, I get it's to drive up sales and also help them clear out stuff they don't need, they don't want to hang on to in the warehouse, but like, bruh. It just seems a bit weird to me. I mean, it's not weird. It makes sense from like a business point of view, I suppose. But that doesn't mean I have to like it. Does not mean I have to like it. There was another bit I saw that I needed there. So there's bits I need to go over with. Back of the leg there. back of the neck plate there. And what else? I don't think there's much more I need to do in black on this guy. Oh God, did I finish catching up with chat? Fuck. I don't know if I did. Let me finish with this first, and then I'll have a look and make sure I am fully caught up. I say, and I can immediately continue to paint. Ah! I feel like I'm being a bad streamer today by not focusing as much as on chat as I usually do. I just keep finding myself having stuff catch my attention, you know? But that's fine. Okay. That's that one color done. Right, what am I missing? What am I missing? Crab, mushroom, crab. Lol. Okay, what am I doing? The cats are now like staying in the stream area in hopes of getting more treats. Chat. I've got one here. I'll let you put the other cat cam on. I've got one here. That's her in the corner. The Eevee. And then this one is just there. Bragging to the Assault Terminators at the end was like, oh yeah, it's all coming together. Yeah, I mean, I like the Assault Terminators. I like them. I would like them. But still, like... I mean, I guess they'd be the start of my Cald Warden's army, if I were to pick them up. If they're like the Strike Force Augustus of this year, then I shouldn't have to worry about stock levels. Because Strike Force Augustus was made... They made loads of them. Like, you could pick one up, like, months after they launched. Not so much with some of the other stuff. Okay. Let me just get the black I need to be done. There's not too much of it, thankfully. Okay, what's next? This bit to do, which will be fine. I've got another bit I need to do here on the back of the leg. Is there anything else I needed to do? I think we're good. but I could be wrong. At least with that color, I mean. Now there's something else I needed to do. I just needed to go over with some magenta on some parts. Quickly do that. There's another bit I needed to go over. There. A little bit here. And just and a little bit on the underside here. Cool. That is all nice and tidied. Okay. Next thing is going to be the actual pain. Which is the hoplite gold bit, which is going to be all of the proper, all of the trim that's like everywhere else, which is going to be a bit of pain, honestly. There's a lot of it. Not so much that like it's an absolute nightmare, but there's a lot. Haru is gone, Char. She's climbed on top of a cupboard. She's still in the room. She's just not on the table anymore. Thankfully, that's quite a low saturation gold, so if I make mistakes, it's not the end of the world. It's all starting to come together, I think. Man, this head kind of looks a bit awful at the minute, though. It will look better eventually. Even if it doesn't right now. Okay. Yeah, I think this was definitely the right choice in gold. They look so different to each other. It's a nice pairing. I think Aztec gold would have probably looked a lot different, but I also think that the green in Aztec gold would have probably been a little bit too different. I like to have a bit more. I like to have the warmer tones, I think. I should probably put my headphones on in case there's a notif. Wow. Oh god. My tracking is all the way over there. I'm getting so into my painting. I forget. I forget that it needs to see me in order to work. Wow. Okay, we're just nearly done with this bit. I think I need to go back over the original gold with a little bit. Just with a fine brush like this, just to tidy it up a little bit. Oh my god, why is it so out of focus? I need to tidy this up a lot. A lot. Well, thank you, Necrodam. I will consume the liquid. Ah. What? I just remembered there's something else I've forgotten that I need to do. But I will do it when all of the gold is done. And I don't think it will take very long. how long will this all in total take, I wonder? Oh shit. It's so easy for the gold to get into places I don't want it to get. And there's a lot of trim. Hopefully I won't need to do too much cleanup. Okay. Let's quickly just go over that bit with the blue again. Right, that is kind of done. And there was another bit I needed to go over with the blue again. Just this bit here. Yeah. Ah. Okay. Right. Now, to do all of the trim on the worst and largest part, which I hate. Why? Why, I say? There's so much of it, chat. Look at it. It's ridiculous. My god. A bit of me is wondering if I could have actually just... Not me, I do not paint. I lack the patience. Understandable. The forbidden... I'm not having the forbidden sippy of the paint water. You can't make me. I will not. Okay. There's so much chat. So, I get the feeling that I'm never going to want to paint one of these Thousand Suns ever again. That's the feeling I get after doing this guy. There's just so much trim. Like, Thousand Suns might actually be the worst offender for Chaos trim, I think. And again, I don't know how Khorne Berserkers are. I feel like Khorne Berserkers also have a lot of trim. I very much like how light Emperor's Children got off on the Chaos trim side, but I think that's because they wear Mark 6 armor primarily. Probably gonna run away now. Gonna play some games. Okay, Necro. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Or day. I don't know what time it is where you are, but I hope you have a nice time. Yeah. It was nice to see you again. I hope you drop by again soon. What? Okay. Get the nice easy bit done and out of the way. The shoulder pad. Shoulder pads are always kind of easy. Corn minis are pretty good for not having too much trim in your experience. You haven't painted the jackals or new berserkers. I feel like the jackals won't. Yeah, we'll try. It's all. So it's 4. Oh, it's still quite early for you. Oh. Well, I might go to bed by the time you come back because I'm gonna go to sleep once this guy is finished. Which honestly is sooner than it is further away. Because it's like quite late here where I am. And I have work in the morning. So ideally, I want to finish this guy and go to bed, I think. Is my plan. But I say that like there isn't still quite a bit to do. I mean, there's some to do. I feel like it's wrong to say there's quite a bit to do. There's definitely some to do. I mean, I feel like we are still doing the hardest bit, which is all of the trim on the model. have so many tassels? What is with Thousand Sons and tassels? They're worse than the Emperor's Children. I would have thought the Emperor's Children would be the worst for tassels, but no, they're not. They are not. Okay. Oh, I missed this bit of gold. Okay. This bit. Hmm. Okay. Do the leg trim and then that arm. We're nearly at the end, chat. And then we've got to do the brighter gold on the staff. Then we can start having a look at putting them together. We've still got some fire to do, and then some OSL. And then a little bit of a wash. Just a little bit of a wash. Fine, I'll just go with that with the blue ink in a little bit. There is some trimming under the cape, but I don't think I need to worry too much about it. It's all really, really well hidden. I'll do this bit there, because it's a bit less well hidden. You might be able to see bits of it. Okay, we've done about half of it. Got a little bit more to go. Hey, Cheese Puff, how you doing? You know, you can't, I will admit to being a heretic, but you can blame chat for this heresy, because this was a gift on throne. This was a throne gift. I didn't choose to do all of this annoying trim or the stripes. I'm just painting a miniature that chat gifted to me. Wow. I do like my Necrons, though. Necrons are a great time. I don't... Look. Okay, the Skaven weren't even mine, okay? They were for my partner. She wanted Skaven. Don't at me. And we had the Skaven-tide bogs. I'm not a rat. I'm not a rat. Blaming the Golden Throne for your transgressions is exact. It's like double heresy. Wow! I'm getting bullied. God damn it. Don't make me throw a black hole at you guys. I'll do it. I will do it. Wow! Which mini tastes the best? Benji, I have never eaten a mini. I will be honest. I have never eaten a mini. And I don't intend to. Lol. Nor have I taken the forbidden sip and drank the paint water. It's not happening. You can't make me. It's not going to happen. Why not? We all have microplastics in us. It should be fine. I don't want any more microplastics. Wow. Yeah, I think I'll switch to the new version of the bolt gun whenever dealing with more difficult events or having missions. How do you find it? I really like the new bolt pistol. It has a really big explosion radius. More so than the new bolt gun, honestly, in Darktide. I really, really like the new bolt pistol. I think the bolt gun is okay, but I don't know. I never tried to build for it on my veteran. But I get the feeling that there's definitely a build for the bolt gun on my veteran. Also, I love that grenade spam veteran is a thing. It's very cool. It's very, very cool. Okay. We're starting to look the part, chat. We've only got one little bit left. I quite like how this is looking, honestly. I can't wait to get some oil wash on it. That's going to be the bit that really makes it start to look good. But that will almost certainly be the last thing we do tonight. Now, once this bit is done, we just have to go and do the staff gold bits. And then that's all the gold. I mean, that's a lie. I could do some of the rivets on the power pack. Do I really want to, though? Yeah, I probably should. It'll look really good if I do. Which I suppose is reason enough to do it, honestly. You'd probably get that box if I use Terminators more. Didn't already have a bunch of Terminator HQ choices. I mean, for me, it's like I'm starting a Cald Warden's army for my Primaris Dark Angels, and I'm just like, you know what? This is probably a really good starting point, because Dark Angels love using Terminators. My only concern with it is, like, is there going to be an actual Deathwing Terminator miniature kit coming out in the future? Because right now, there isn't. Like, it's just regular Terminators with a plasma cannon that's optional. I get the feeling that Deathwing Terminators might end up phased out completely if we don't end up getting our own kit. That's my concern, really. I don't want to see that. I need to go over some bits with the darker gold I'm seeing here. If you still had Blood Angels, you'd probably get the box. I mean, Andy, you could always restart Blood Angels. Nothing's stopping you. I can't believe I didn't get that job at Games Workshop. I'm great at selling their products, let's be honest. Am I not, chat? Ah! You're in the middle of working on Custodians. But Custodians are quick! You'll finish them! You can finish a whole Custodians army in a week if you wanted to. Let's be real. Custodians are really easy. I should really do my Custodians, actually. They're like built, except for some Virtus, the bikes. Virtus Praetors? Is that what they're called? The bike guys? I need to build some of those, and then that's everything built up. Okay. Okay, we are gonna need to go and tidy this up a little bit with the other gold. For the most part, it's pretty much done. There's so much crossover. Very easy to slip up on this staff. And there's some bits where I've just accidentally just completely missed covering. It's a bit annoying. Well, we're basically there. For the gold, at least. Okay. Clean that. And get to fixing the bits I need to fix. Okay. That's that. Now there's some blue bits I need to quickly tidy up. With our ink blend. Okay. Okay. Some bits I need to tidy here. And then... Oh god, there's another bit I've missed. That's annoying, but it's fine. Very easy to fix. More like under here. Another kind of bit anyone's gonna see, but the kind of bit like at the right angle, if you pick it up and look at it, you might notice. And I can't abide that. Okay. I feel generally kind of happy with how that's looking right now. Let's go back to the green fire and get that done nice and quick. What? No. No. I can't believe you'd ask the AI that. Oh god, what's the AI's response?
Red VT asked me, dear Cyberscuff, should Tiger build more Thousand Suns minis? Oh, absolutely. Tiger
No!
should totally build more Thousand Suns minis. I mean, who doesn't want more little plastic wizards running around, casting spells and looking all mystical?
You're a
Plus,
traitor. You're an
more
absolute
mentions,
traitor, Cyberscuff. I
in
hate you.
more, painting. And we know how much everyone loves watching Tiger lose at Nat Roulette while trying to finish a project. Go for it, Tiger. Make Magnus proud.
No, fuck you! God, I can't believe this. You're not making it happen, chat. You're not making it happen. Just because you want it to happen doesn't mean it's gonna happen. You'll just want me to suffer. Blah.
Zera Varanidas asked me, where did the beans leggies go? Ah, the age-old mystery of the missing bean leggies. It's like they've vanished into the warp or something. One moment they're there, the next it's just a floofy bean loaf defying the laws of physics and leg anatomy. Maybe they're off on their own little adventure, exploring the miniature universe Tiger's creating. In the end, it's just another delightful feline enigma.
Lol. Way to sidestep the question. They're not even gone. They're just hidden. They're just hidden. You can't see them because of how absolutely floofy the bean is. That's how it works. Cyberscuff knows nothing. Nothing. Okay, what else do I need to do? I need to tidy up a
Matt just
little.
asked me, supercharger turbo, twin turbo, or naturally aspirated? Oh, tough choice. Each has its charm, right? Superchargers for that instant power, turbos for the boosty goodness, twin turbos for when one just isn't enough, and naturally aspirated for the purists out there who love that raw, unassisted power. So it depends on your style. Personally, I'd go with whatever makes the best engine noises while you're trying to sneak bean past those sneaky leggies.
What are you talking about, Cyberscuff? What are you, what? Cyberscuff, you're drunk. You are actually drunk. Holy shit. Wow.
Dear Cyberscuff, how can I distract Tiger so I can replace all of her minis with Thousand Suns rubric Marines?
You needed to ask Cyberscuff if you wanted to have her answer your question. Lol. You may have goofed, Rad. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Let's see.
Madras asked me, how can I distract Tiger so I can replace Ponk? The art of distraction. You could challenge Tiger to an intense round of nap roulette. They'll be so focused on trying to stay awake that you'd have the perfect opportunity to sneak in some from my Thousand Sons. Rubob bra nisin evais. I mean by
What?
yeah, around that on for my sin.
What?
So, Mia vibe. Sai Sio.
What has happened?
Just make sure to watch out for any sudden cat distractions that might pop up. Bean has a knack for foiling even the best laid plans.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? Oh my god.
Andy Archer88 asked me, Dear Cyberscout, should I finish my custodes or pivot into some Emperor's Children?
Custodes!
The classic dilemma of shiny gold versus sonic boom fabulousness. If you're all about that high armor and noble presence, then finish those custodes with their impressive orange and blue.
Custodes!
However, if you want to
I hate
dive
people.
into a world of excess, noise, and a fabulous color palette, the Emperor's Children are calling your name. Either way, you'll have a blast. Just don't blame me if you lose a few naps, retards, while painting them.
Why are you obsessed?
Charlie
Simon.
Shroom asked me, what is 1 divided by 0? The age-old conundrum. Dividing by 0 is a cosmic no-go. It's like trying to find Bean's leggies in an alternate dimension. Just doesn't work. In math, it's considered undefined. So if you ever stumble upon a way to do it, you might just break the universe or end up in some epic sci-fi adventure.
I mean, that kind of sounds cool. I won't lie.
Madra was asked me how to explain LMP2 to Tiger in Tiger's dictionary. Right, so in Tiger's dictionary, LMP2 is like those fast cars that aren't quite the fastest in the race. Think of them as the Thousand Suns rubric marines of the racing world. Super cool.
Lol.
All about strategy. And definitely still magical on the track. They're not the Magnus level flashy, but they hold their own and can surprise you when you least expect it.
Imagine comparing something to a Rubik Marine that's meant to be fast. They're like the slowest, because they're literally just robots in practice. Okay, how do I make this fit? Fit! Fuck! Oh my god. How do I make you fit though? How are you meant to fit on the box art? That's the real question. Then I'll figure you out. Okay, now we just need to get some glue on there. I don't like this glue chat. It wants to cause problems for me. It wants to cause problems for me. I don't know how else to describe it.
Major's asked me, do we trust Ponk with tasks not to clog the toilet? The eternal question, can we trust Ponk? Well, let's just say Ponk has a knack for turning even the simplest task into chaos. Clogging
Bruh!
the toilet could be the next great adventure.
Cyberpunk, why are you being so mean?
Keep that plumber on speed dial just in case. It's all part of the fun, right? But hey, maybe Ponk will surprise us and emerge victorious this time.
Why are you being so mean, Cyberscuff? What? What? Cyberpunk. Why did you bonk me? What did I do? You know what? Maybe I should just clip this and just glue it. Like, normally. Where are my clippies? Where are my clippies? There they are. This is just really annoying. Because it's like, it just doesn't want to go. So what are we thinking, chat? It feels very vibrant, but there's more to do still. Not too much more, but just a little bit more. What do I do if I want to buy another Saturnine Praetor? You just wait for there to be another Saturnine Praetor. Like, they're not out on individual release yet, I don't think. Are they? Actually, no, I think they are on individual release. Let me double check. I feel like they are. I feel like all of the Saturnine stuff came out on individual release. Yeah, the Saturnine Praetor is available on individual release, but it's currently out of stock on the GW website. So it's probably people who just wanted the Saturnine stuff but didn't want to get the whole Saturnine launch box. Snapped it up when it came on individual release. I quite like how this guy is turning out, in all honesty. I need to add more definition. Wow. I need to add a bit more definition. And we'll do that with a nice oil wash. Nice and simple. And one thing I need to do... There are a couple of things I need to do, actually. A couple of things. First, I'm going to rim the base, because... we're basically at that point. But actually, no, that's not what I'm going to do first. I'm going to do some sponge highlighting with some fluorescence. Some fluorescent green. And possibly some fluorescent blue. That's probably too much fluorescent green. Just to, you know... add a little bit more vibrancy to these bits. Wow, wow.
Nice!
Hey, Andy. Thank you. I'm pretty happy with how this is actually turning out, in all honesty. I didn't think... I feel like I'd struggle painting a whole army of Thousand Suns. Just because of how much detail they've got. It's like Sisters of Battle. Like, they're cool in concept and fun in small doses. But when you try and get an army of them together, like, and you realize just how much detail is on every single miniature, it just becomes, like, a bit of a pain, and you don't really want to do it after a while. That's why I still haven't finished a lot of my Sisters of Battle. Okay. Yeah. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is add a little bit of blue. And we're not even going to clean the brush because I kind of want these two to mix. Right, I'm going to pop that in the same fucking palette pot we used for the green. You might even throw a little bit of yellow on there as well. And yeah, bits of it are still kind of wet, and that's okay. Because we are just going a little bit. It's fine if it's a little bit changeable. Because each is the changer of ways, right? And let's get a little fluorescent yellow on there. Okay, Major, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you have a lovely day. Why does Magnus send his broken sons to the Tiger Stream? What do you mean? I don't know. Maybe he just wants them to relax. Lol. Sorry, I need to catch up with chat. It's my bad, chat. I'm just super wanting to get this fucking done. Okay. I feel like we've got some nice tones kind of mixed in here. A little bit of everything. Okay. Now, the only thing I guess that's left to do is to leave that to dry a bit. Actually, no, that's not true. There's one last thing. A final thing I need to do before it's oil time. Oil time soon. Actually, two things I need to do. So eye there. And a little eye there. And a little eye there. That one's a bit less neat than I would have liked, honestly. We can fix that. Yeah. I'm pretty happy overall with how this guy is turning out. I love how vibrant he is. That's my favorite thing about the model. Okay. And while the rest of it is drying, we rim the base. There's my marker. Oh. Just a little more pigment in the brush. I really like these paint markers, honestly. I think that they're definitely a really nice tool. And there's a lot of different companies starting to make products like these. And I really want to try the speed paint markers at some point. I think that'll be really fun. But it's just like, it's nice to like be able to paint without any real cleanup. Or like, hey, I want this one specific color and it's there. No fuss, no muss, perfectly mixed. And it's just delightful. It's just really nice to have that. It's such like a time saver, I feel like. Okay. And while that dries, I should think about getting that oil wash cracked. It shouldn't be too hard. I think I just want to go with pure black, just because maybe a little bit of brown. Maybe just a little bit of brown, but mostly it's going to be black. Just because of how saturated the model is, black is going to be the thing for like panel lining and all that stuff. It's going to really help it stick out more than anything. Where is that one detail brush I used? But there it is. So we're just mixing up some oil paint now. You might need to thin it a little bit more. You need to thin it a lot more. I'm not sure if I actually even want to mix another color into it. I'm not sure. I think I want this to be quite a thin oil wash, because we don't want to do a full-on, like, total coverage oil wash. I just really want it to be like panel liner. So this is mostly just spirits. That's perfect. That's exactly what the kind of consistency I'm looking for. Yeah. Okay. This should work. This should work. This should work. Actually, before I do that, there's one last thing. It kind of bothers me now that I think about it. And okay. Oh shit, I'm painting off stream. I always have a bad habit of doing that every now and again. My bad. Okay. Let's get these panels washed. Leave this secure and then clean it up after stream, I think. Once it's all done. I love the capillary action of oil wash. It's just very cool, kind of seeing how it just sinks into all the little cracks and crevices. It's really nice. It's not really suitable for everything, but where it works, it just works wonderfully. Like, it does a great job of helping create that definition on the model. Especially in areas where it's very high contrast. And like, after that's cured for a little bit, we'll just wipe all the excess off. and it'll look great. No shit, I just realised I forgot a part. I forgot a part. Annoyingly close to where there's some oil as well. Fuck. I was just gonna do that little bottle on his belt in green. I completely forgot about that. Hopefully this will be okay though. I don't think it will actually. Bugger. Bugger. Damn. Damn and blast. Fuck. I thought I was done. I was in fact not done. Yeah, no, I need to really just wait. I just need to wait. There's no way that's gonna work now. Damn. Oh, that's so annoying. Super annoying. Oh well. We'll just continue on with this and then we'll fix that in the morning. It might be just a little bit too thin, actually. Maybe. It still seems to be doing what I want it to, though, which is the important thing. Okay. Okay. Just need to wait a little bit and then we'll crack on with pulling all the excess oil out. Okay, I think I need to just get a little bit there. So where is... Okay. Gently rub down the excess areas of all. Actually, no, I should get a new one. That one's kind of used up. Where are my sponges? I have a ton of them, but I don't know where they are. They should just all be about in this room. I'm sure I've seen them. Not like the little ones. Oh, so there they are, right next to me. Too close. Too close, chat. I hope you can kind of see what I meant about like the capillary action and how it just like helps really bring out the definition on the miniature. Like you can see all the little crevices between all the little stripes now way better than you could before. I love oil washing. It's such like a nice way to do it. You could do the same with enamel washers as well, but like I've heard that enamel washing isn't so great for your lungs. Can I paint this? I mean, I guess I can just leave it grey. Like I don't think it looks out of place. Let me adjust the focus. Look at that cat. Lol. Yeah. Here's baby. Squish the cat. Cat squish. Okay. Let me adjust the focus. Not entirely sure if I've got any more I need to actually do to it, in all honesty. What do you think, chat? I kind of feel like I can call him done, but I'm not so 100% sure. I can always come back to him later. But I feel like he looks fine. I'm not entirely sure that all the Like, the oil is still drying, so it'll be a little while before we can do anything more to him. I feel like at this stage, he looks pretty decent. Actually, there is one more thing I want to do. Let's get one of these small brushes to get in and clean up some of the oil. The harder to reach places. Maybe just a tiny bit of fluorescent pink on those eyes, just to make them all pop a little bit more. Yeah. Got that one extra shiny eye, which I think makes sense. Yeah. I'm overall quite happy with how he's looking, honestly. I don't think he's too bad for a first attempt at this color scheme. I'm pretty happy with it. There's a little bit of OSL. It's not overpowering. It just tints some of the bits that's near where the green is. I think it works. Yeah. 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 Right. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Have you all been painting while I've been doing this? Have you all been doing cool stuff? I hope so. I hope you have very cool things that you would like to show off in our lovely, lovely Discord. I need to put this one. Oh no, terrible time. But it's fine, it didn't fall on the carpet, so that's not an issue for later. That's just a little bit of a spillage I can wipe up. You made an 8 dinner while I was painting. Neat. What'd you have? Was it nice? I hope it was nice. I'm sure it was nice. Wow. I should probably think about finding someone to raid into. Do I know any hobby streamers happening right now? Any mini painters? I know Mike Agnius usually streams around this time. He is a good bean. I can't see him. I don't know any mini painting streamers on. Oh, actually, no, I know one. Yeah. Oh, it's his birthday as well. Oh, hell yeah. Oh my god, he's doing some amazing shit. Okay. Pork chop, rice, and broccoli. That sounds lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Armor Raiders into Garcia's artwork, who is an amazing, amazing painter. Please do give him a follow. He's also just a lovely, lovely guy. He's a very small bean. And his setup isn't the best, but he's a real talent. And I hope that y'all can, you know, I hope you'll give him a follow. He's a really nice guy, you know? I love you all. We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing indie game reviews. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out, honestly. I was kind of skeptical. I wasn't sure I'd have fun with it, but I had a lot of fun painting this guy. It's nice to do something different. And this was very different. I wouldn't have chosen one of these guys. So, yeah. I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out as well. Yeah. I love you all. Be good. Get yourself a little treat. I will see you tomorrow, okay? Mwah.